Alley Cats. Today on the show we have the author Elam King. Welcome.
Hello.
Yay. So tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
Originally from New Jersey.
And where are you right now?
And, I'm currently in Atlanta. Been here since about 2002.
Tell us about your book, Understanding a Man, Empowering Women with Tools for Loving Relationships.
Overall, the Understanding Man, what I basically did is I interviewed 24 men. Actually, I was one of the men as well.
It's a lot of guys to interview.
Well, here's the thing. You have to have that because when it comes to, and I say this respectfully, many people would have said, oh, well, everybody doesn't think like that. If it was 2 or 3 people, oh, you needed more people. So what I did was the reason for the book, and actually it's a manual, so let me say that. Mm-hmm. The reason for the manual is that I wanted to give women an opportunity because women are the coaches of a relationship. I just noticed that we have women who are, whether they're educated, great job, whatever case may be, but there's just some struggling that's going on in the area of relationships. And at the same time, it seems like society is more pushing women in the wrong direction and for being the coach. And so if you depend on a man to be the overall leader and coach of a relationship, you might have some challenges there. So what this is really doing is empowering the coaches with the tools so that the coach can make sure that they work with the star player, which is the man, to make sure they win more games together. So it actually comes from 3 different angles. For those women who might not have had a father figure in their life growing up, it gives them an opportunity of understanding really the way that men think. So that's one. For those women who have had a father figure in their life, it gives them an opportunity of kind of just hearing again, reiterating, and or just maybe there's some information that you just really didn't know. And then for the men out there, it kind of gives them a moment of saying, okay, hey, it's not just me. So imagine yourself walking into the room and standing around you are 24 big brothers. And what they're going to share all the goodies, all the good items that you really need to know in order to have a lasting relationship.
Okay, so I need to read that book because I am single and I need help. So I'll be getting the book on Black Friday, right? That's when it's coming out.
Yes, and actually the reason why that you'll hear me say manual, and sometimes I slip up and say book, is because it's not written in kind of like a chronological order. You can actually start the manual, you can open it up and go to chapter 9. You can open it up and go to, chapter 5 is nagging. So you can go to chapter 3, we didn't tell you to do none of that, which is actually a chapter of men just kind of sharing with women some of the things that they might happen to do. You don't have to do all of that. Some of the superficial things, some of the money that you guys might happen to spend, some of that we kind of don't care about. So, the book will actually save you some money in the future as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so that sounds really cool. So you can basically flip to wherever you need some help. Okay, so on every show that I do, I ask my guests to give me a moment where they had some divine intervention, basically a moment where you heard God speak to you and you said, that was you, and he's like telling you to do something, change direction or something like that. So can you give me a moment?
I was invited to a panel discussion. It was called Understanding the Mind of a Man, and that's pretty much comes from Adrienne E. Bell, who is a part of what's called Wifeability. You can check that out online. And so she invited myself and 4 other individuals to a panel discussion, and it was for 1 hour in April of 2016. And so before I got to the location, I had to drive down to Jacksonville. When I was in the car with my wife, I said, you know what? I need to write a book. She was just like, well, your head is big enough. You definitely can write one. So we kind of laughed about that. However, and I said, but I have no idea what the book is going to be on. So at this point, I knew nothing. I had no idea in my mind. I get there, and the first person, how they have vendors and things of that nature at events. First vendor that we walk up to was a book coach, Lindsay Bivens. And so when we walked up and my wife picked up the card and said, hey, what do you do? And she said, I'm a book coach. And my wife looked at me like, you're like, wait a minute, we just talked about it.
There you go.
And when we had the panel discussion, it was a room of about 100 women. And this is after lunch. So, people should be tired by then, right? However, at the end of that hour, then they just basically bounced questions off of us. And at the end of that hour, everybody was on the edge of their seats. It was like they wanted more information. So I was like, okay. It seems like that they want some more information from us. So that was kind of like the brainchild of it. And I think that, so I contacted the book coach. We began to kind of talk and dialogue. And literally, I just began to just jot down some information based upon some of the coaching. And then I think the biggest piece is once I started actually writing the manual, before I would write each chapter, I would pray. And I would say, hey, God, just because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where these words are about to come from. Okay? So at this point, the interviews, I had done all the interviews with the gentleman by then. And so I would pray and I would basically zone out. And an hour and a half to 2 hours later would be another chapter.
Ooh.
And that happened 15 times. And so there's 15 chapters.
Okay.
And so actually it happened 17 times, but we kind of took 1 or 2 chapters out. So that was really, I got an opportunity of watching from a godly, from a Holy Spirit perspective, me being utilized. And it was scary because I would go back and say, wow, I wrote that. I'm rereading it like, wow, where did this come from? This writing this manual, I would say 100%. This is something that if you've ever heard somebody speak with regard to, I don't know what happened, but it happened. That's exactly how this was executed. It was nothing but God the whole way because I'm write a bullet.
But that's really amazing for the viewers to hear. Like when you hear that voice talking to you, just do it. Do it. Whatever you've been wanting to do, just do it. Don't ask questions. Don't worry if you're doing it right or not. Just do it. Love it. So now we're doing something new and fun in the show. It's called Alley Tally. We're going to see how many would you rather questions that you can get through in 30 seconds. These questions are pertaining to dating. So you're not ready?
I don't think I'm ready, but I'm going to try to be ready. Okay.
Okay. We're going to start now. Marriage proposal. Should the woman ask or man ask?
Man.
Salmon or steak?
Salmon.
On the first date, coffee or dinner? Come on. You run out of time.
I did. Sorry.
Jazz or R&B?
Jazz.
Makeup or no makeup?
No makeup.
Bros or hoes?
Bro.
Audiobooks or paperback? Quick.
Paperback.
Okay, done. You were like 3 seconds over. Yes. Thank you so much for being on the show. I'm going to put up all your social media info, and we are going to go out and buy this book, ladies, because we need some assistance. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.